Hello everyone, if you're planning to watch The Devil Wears Prada 2 and wondering whether you need to stick around after the credit, here's the simple spoiler free answer: no. There is no post credit scene. Once the movie ends, you're completely free to get up and leave without worrying about missing any extra scenes or hidden teasers for the future. That said, if you enjoy spotting celebrity cameos, you might still want to stay throughout the credits, where a few familiar names pop up, including appearances from figure like Kiara, Tina Brown, and Ashley Graham. This sequel arrives nearly 2 decades after the original Devil Wears Prada, bringing back the iconic cast that made the first film such a cultural touchstone. Anne Hathaway returns as Auntie Shax alongside Meryl Streep as the formidable Miranda Presley. Emily Blunt and Stanley Tucci also reprise their role, bringing back the sharp dynamic fans remember so well. At the same time, the film introduces new faces to the story, including Simone Ashley, Kenneth Branagh, Patrick Bramell, and Caleb Heron, expanding the world of high fashion and media even further. For a quick refresher, the original film followed Andy Shax, an aspiring journalist who unexpectedly lands a job at a top fashion magazine working under the notoriously demanding Miranda Presley. What starts as a career opportunity quickly turns into a personal challenge as Andy struggles to balance her ambition with the cost of working in such a high pressure environment. The sequel picks up a year later in a very different media landscape. Without diving into spoilers, it explores how the fashion and publishing industry has evolved in the digital age. Andy finds herself pulled back into the world she once left behind, reconnecting with Miranda under complicated circumstances. Meanwhile, Emily Sharton has carved out her own powerful position within the fashion industry, adding another layer to the story's shifting dynamics. At its core, the film leans into themes of legacy, relevance, and adaptation, especially in a time where traditional media is constantly being reshaped by digital influence and corporate pressures. But importantly, unlike many modern franchise films, The Devil Wears Prada 2 doesn't try to set up another sequel or spin off through a post credit tease. It tells a self contained story, and once it's over, that's truly the end. So, if you're heading to the theater, you can relax. No need to wait through the credits unless you are curious about the cameo list. Otherwise, you can make a clean exit as soon as the screen fades to black. Thank you for watching. Bye.